G'day everyone, Jason here with a review of ThePhantom, the Ghost Who Walks from Boss Fight Studios. This is from their Hero Hacks, highly articulated character kit system. There we have Kit Walker in there with a couple of accessories, a couple of extra hands. It looks like a stand behind him and a sword. And we swing it around the back. You can see the Phantom is available, and also Julie Walker as the Phantom is available. And then there's a little bit of a bio on the Ghost Who Walks. I'll leave that there if you want to read it. So yeah, so this is in a much smaller scale than I usually collect. This is sort of like G.I. Joe, original G.I. Joe style and size. So let's open him up and take a look at him outside the packet. Okay, so here he is out of the packet, and I gotta say, it's a very collector-friendly packet. You can basically slide it back in. You could put him back in there if you wanted to have it on display. I do like the artwork there. It looks really nice. I love the big skull bung behind him, and yeah, the little bio is really good on the back. So let's have a look at the figure in more detail if we can focus. So yes, very dark purple. It's got that traditional domino face mask. Really nice metal on his skull belt. He's got the dual holsters. He's got the striped undies, and he's got the big long black boots. And if we have a look at his hands, you'll see there that there is the skull ring on this side and the good mark on the other side, which is pretty spectacular. On the back, he's got a little screw in the back. I think that's to hold him all together. But he's got the striped undies happening. And yeah, as I said, the Phantom is a very basic figure when it comes to colours, but I think he really stands out. And this certainly looks accurate. And then we also have a Heroes Hack base with a number of spots that you can put your hero on. I'm assuming foot pegs. Yep. We've got a cutlass, so maybe a relic from fighting the Sing pirates or one of his forefathers. We have the two pistols, and they're done in a really nice metallic wash. They look really good, like they look worn, they look metal. And then we have the two punching fists, and obviously the good mark there on the left, and the skull, it's hard to make out, but the skull there on the right. So here is the figure, so let's have a quick look in more detail. Okay, so this is my first time dealing with one of these hero hacks. So we've got a ball joint, so the head can go down. Look a little bit up. I can sort of shift forward and shift back. It's got some good movement, can twist all the way around, so you can get some yeah, some nice motion there. The chest, it has articulation, so it twists just below, like in the abdomen, so there's nothing at the actual waist. There's no waist twist on this one. Arms go all the way up, and they spin all the way around. Yep. What have we got here? We've got a single elbow. We got a hand that twists, and it looks like it has an up and down hinge. No hinge on the hand. Oh, maybe there is, I don't know. I don't want to break it. So yeah, so the hands go up and down, and then kicks out all the way, kicks back a little bit, double knee, not too bad. Has a ball joint, so you get some, you can move the foot forward and backwards and can twist it around, and the same for both legs. And the belt is loose, it's just floating there. So there's no, oh yeah, there's a little bit of, you can bend forward a little bit on that. So it's not a lot of movement, but it is a very small figure. So surprisingly, a lot of articulation for such a small figure. Stands pretty well by itself. Doesn't really need the stand, but you can basically put one of the feet on here. If I can get the peg hole right. Maybe it's the wrong one. So if you wanted to, you could have him, just to give him some extra support on the shelf. It all just depends. If you've got a bouncy house, you might need some assistance in keeping the action figures up if people are walking around. But yeah, so that's that. But I as I said, he stands pretty well without that. And then weapons, we can put the weapons in the hands. So we're going to have him dual wielding. Now obviously traditional Phantom doesn't shoot to kill. He normally disarms people, but he is pretty good and pretty accurate with 2 pistols. So if we get him into a standing position. So there's the Phantom in the dual wielding action. And otherwise you can have him with his fists, or you can have him holding that. And then the pistols, I'm assuming, if we can just see, should go in the holster. So we'll move his arm out of the way. Holster. Yep, and they just tuck in. They'll hold there. They won't fall out. That's good. So you can have him with the pistols on the waist if you want, and then yeah, we'll just show him holding the sword. So fairly easy grip. And there he is. So that's the Phantom, the Ghost Who Walks. Just coming back, I was just getting his gun out of his holster, and he does actually have a waist twist as well. So you can twist at the waist as well as the upper torso. So yeah, so that was hidden, I think, the belt, and it was just a bit tight out of the box. But there is the Phantom with extra articulation.